how did I end up in jail? Well, the truth is my boyfriend was selling drugs, but when the police came, he already had 2 charges, so he said, "Cindy, say the drugs are yours. I love you, Cindy." So I did. He was my first boyfriend. He was so cool and smart, and even though my friends were prettier, he said that I was the prettiest girl he had ever seen. He talked to me and called me every day, so I guess I kind of did whatever he told me. You know, people said he had other girlfriends too, and people said he did human trafficking, and people said that drugs were bad, but I didn't care because he made me feel pretty. My parents were so mad when the police called them. They said, "Our daughter is an angel. She would never do that." And they're right, but maybe they need to tell me more often the things they like about me. Tell me I'm an angel. Maybe my friends, instead of bullying me or laughing at me, could tell me I'm great. People say I just want to feel liked. I just want to feel accepted. Can you help me with this? Maybe if you did, I wouldn't have to say the drugs were mine. Maybe if I just liked myself more, then I wouldn't be in jail.
That night, I cried. I cried and I cried. I was inconsolable. By the time we got back to the jails, the phones had been cut off. I couldn't call my lawyer. I couldn't call my children. I cried out to God, and I don't sing often, but that night I sang. I sang with all my heart and all of my being, because I had to know that God was alive. You're bigger than the universe. You're bigger than the sun and the stars. You're bigger than the things, oh, that could tear me apart. Oh, you're bigger than the problems that I face. You're bigger than the injustice that I've seen. You're bigger, you're so much bigger, Lord, than what this life may bring. For I know you're great in all the earth. For I know you're great in all the earth. The earth, the earth, bigger. Cut.
Seems that being born a girl made me not good enough. And there are only 2 ways to fix that. Get married or get a good job. And I failed at them both. I did go to university, and I was at the top of my class. Beautiful and admired by everyone. But behind the fake and polite smiles raged a hurricane inside me. The stress was unbearable. So many sleepless nights for an A. Twisting myself into a pretzel, hunting me down like an animal just waiting to devour me. And then the voices, they just kept getting louder and louder. You're not smart enough. You're not good enough. My boss said that I could never get anything done because I had to make everything perfect. So then when he fired me, I still got up every day and I got dressed and I went to where my fancy office was on Bay Street because I was still paying for my boyfriend's education. But I had no job and no money. Everything was on credit cards. So when he told me that he was leaving me, I had no boyfriend, No job and no money, only bills. And then the voices, they changed everything. I went back to where my office was. But there was a girl there. But she was me. She was pregnant and married and happy. Her parents loved her. And she was good enough. She had my life. She was me. And I had to. So please, don't let this happen to you. I wasn't brave enough to ask for help. I wasn't brave enough to find a new boyfriend. I wasn't brave enough to make a mistake. So forgive yourself. Love yourself. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to get a B or a C, as long as you try your best.
Why did I become a criminal lawyer? I like to help people. I like to take on impossible situations and solve them. I like to bring joy and laughter in places of darkness. But the problem is, there are too many places of darkness. One case after another. You don't even have time to celebrate one client's freedom because there are 20 calls in your inbox. People waiting for their next bail, people in jail, people in pain. What a mess. Why is there so much crime? Can you tell me? People in so much pain, in crisis, which makes them do terrible things and make terrible choices. Choices they can't take back. Who is Faith Oakes? Is she a light in the darkness? A hero? Or is she just a naive, silly woman who just believes things can change for her? What do you all think? I liked her spirit. She was in jail, but she treated the jail as if it was her own school, her church. She was desperate to get out, but she continued to learn while she was in there. And she cared. She cared for others. Now, everyone deserves a defense. The best defense. And that is why the lawyer is everything. The lawyer is the difference between life behind bars or freedom.